on. So good evening, everyone. Very warm welcome to the Unstoppables team meeting on the 30th of September. Sorry, Matt, I'm just muting you because there's stuff going on. So very warm welcome and lovely to have some new team members on here. It would be lovely to hear from you. Very quick introduction if you want to, but don't feel under pressure. I know some of you got your cameras on. Oh, Renata's not very well either. No, there's been quite a lot of people messaging me today, say they're feeling poorly. Kayan, would you like to say a quick hello? Is this your first meeting?
Well, I had one last week.
Oh, you were here last week. Sorry, we didn't get to hear from you. So where do you live, Kayan?
I'm living in Clapham right now, but I grew up in Ilford.
In where, sorry?
Clapham, London.
Okay, lovely. And was it Marie that's introduced you?
Yes, it was.
Perfect. And what are you doing as well as this? Are you doing anything else for work at the moment?
No. I was basically full-time boxer, amateur boxer, and I've been injured, so I was looking for a part-time job.
Well, it's very good and it's going to work well around whatever else you're doing for sure. So lovely to have you here. Thank you for introducing yourself. Laura, do you want to say a quick hello? I know this is your first team meeting.
Yeah, hello.
And where do you live, Laura?
I'm Preston, up in the northwest.
That's right. And Laura sent me a lovely message today, didn't you, Laura? Tell us about why you were motivated today to build the business.
Oh, the traffic on the way home from work. I hate it. I was literally stuck for half an hour, 40 minutes, and I'm 10 minutes from home. That's it.
Yeah, I said to Laura, that's a great motivation to build the business, isn't it? When you're in a commute in the rain and you're thinking, I don't even like the job I'm coming back
from. Not doing this anymore. Yeah, I'm done with it.
Oh, lovely. Well, you're very welcome here, and hopefully we can help you bin that commute very soon. Sarah, do you mind saying a quick hello?
Yeah, hi, I'm Sarah. I live in Somerset, not too far away from Celia. Yeah, I've been at home with my children for the last couple of years. So yeah, I just would like to just do something different, really.
Do you know what? I had a lovely message from Sarah today, and I went to see Sarah when she was pregnant, didn't I? And we talked about joining the business, and she said it wasn't quite the right time. And that little one's just started school, so 4 years later, isn't it?
Yeah, Lily. Yeah, she's started school now.
So amazing. And again, everyone, that's sort of the power of Facebook, isn't it? And staying connected and people just watching what's going on, and when the time's right, thinking actually, can I do something? So lovely to have you here, Sarah. Looking forward to getting you started the next couple of days. Sani, are you a new team member, or are you maybe in someone else's team? Don't know if you want to unmute yourself and say hello. Hi, Sani. Oh, we can't hear you. Sorry.
I am in Janet's team. Hello.
Hello. Nice to have you here. Lovely to have you here. Where do you live?
I live in Torrock in Excess.
Brilliant. Well, we're very, very pleased to have you here. Thank you for giving up your time to join us this evening. I hope you'll find it useful. Renata's just joined us today as well. Renata, hi, lovely to see you.
Hello, I have a little cold. I hope you can hear me. I was trying to hide from the camera because I don't feel well. But lovely to be here with everybody. Thank you. I just joined today. Thank you for having me. And I'm launching my coaching mentoring business. And I think this is a great idea because a number of my clients are like, oh my God, these financial crises are here. So like, okay, I can add it on, no problem.
Absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. I think if you've got any other business at the moment, this is a brilliant add-on, isn't it? Because whatever you're asking them to spend money on, you can say, by the way, I can help you with that and help you save as well. So fantastic. Renata, really pleased to have you here. Look forward to helping you get started. Who else have we got? Kate, are you there? I know you haven't got your camera on, but it'd be lovely just to say hello to you. I think this might be your second team meeting, but are you there, Kate, or not? This is Kate R. No, fine. She might just be listening in, which is completely.
No, I'm here.
Lovely, Kate. Lovely. Nice to have you here. Thanks for joining us. Where do you live?
Dudley.
Dudley, brilliant. And are you working as well as this?
No, I'm actually on maternity leave at the moment.
Oh, okay. This is just a great business around kids. Absolutely fantastic. So have you got started yet? Have you done any appointments yet?
It's a little bit difficult actually. I've had a lot more no's or instant dismissals towards me at the moment. So just a few hurdles I've got to get over and keep thinking positive.
Well, do you know what? Well done for being here this evening, because we will talk a little bit about that tonight, which is great. And everybody goes through that in some shape or form, you know, when they start. So I'm just letting people more people in. So yeah, we're gonna definitely talk about that, and hopefully you'll get some good hints and tips from the people that are really smashing the business at the moment to help you with that. And some of it is about getting really skilled on how you invite people. Some of it is just realizing that it's not for everybody, but it's not anything personal, you know, and that's the big thing, I think, is it's very easy to take it personally, isn't it, if you get any sort of rejection. But it's not necessarily about you. It could be about the situation. So well done everyone for being here this evening. I'm just going to start with, as I put in the message, the 4 top skills that we all need to learn to be successful in UW. Now, tonight's not all about me just talking at you. So we've got some very experienced people here in the room. Would anybody like to, either in the chat or just unmute yourself and join in and let me know what you think the number 1 key skill is to be successful in our business? So this is a skill rather than, I talk a lot about mindset, but just to help you out, this is a skill. What's the first thing we need to get really good at? And that's probably on the lines of what Kate's just said. Yes, listening. Yeah, and that is a good one, listening. That isn't the one I'm after, but that is good.
Consistency.
Again, that's not a skill, that's a trait, really. Yeah, but it's good. No, it's a really good answer, and you definitely need it, and that's a really good answer. But that isn't what I'm after. Sorry, Jane?
Building rapport.
I would say yes, but that isn't the one I'm after. But I would say yes, that probably is one of the very, very key skills. But if you, to narrow it right down, there's 4 things you need to do in network marketing, or particularly in our business.
Inviting to take a look.
Yes, thank you, Karina. Thank you. All of what you've all said are absolutely bang on. All right, so 100% what you've said is bang on. But the one I was looking for is the invitation. Now, what Jane said about building rapport, what Nikki said about being consistent, all of those things are part of that and how you're going to make it good. So the very first thing we all need to get really good at in order to be successful is literally inviting people to take a look. Does that make sense, everybody? So literally the first thing is we just want to invite people to take a look at what it is that we're offering. And actually, I think probably that can be the hardest thing to get that bit right. And it's definitely the most financially rewarding thing if you can get it right. So any top tips on how we invite? And, you know, what is the right and wrong things to do with now? So Jane, what you said, 100%, I would say the first part of the invite is that building rapport, isn't it? Or catching back up or getting back into a place where someone's listening to you. So I 100% think that's right. Anyone got anything else they'd like to add? Jane, whether you want to add on to that?
Don't say too much.
Brilliant. What do you mean by that, Jane? Oh, Nikki, you got a bit of background noise there. Sorry. Jane, what do you mean by don't say too much? Are you still there? You might have frozen, actually. I think Jane's Greek Wi-Fi may have frozen a bit, or it might be me. Can anyone elaborate? Annette, I know you won't mind, because I know that you like sometimes, I know you won't mind me saying this, you like to say, you like you're chatty, aren't you? And you like to give people a lot of information. You have to unmute yourself because I muted you. So what does Jane mean by not say too much? What would you give advice to people?
So yes, be to the concise, to the point. Don't talk them out of it.
Okay, talk them into it and out of it all in one conversation if you're not careful.
Yeah. Keep it simple.
Yeah, keep it simple, 100%.
And use, I would say, we have a tried and tested simple system that works, and follow the system and the tools that we have as partners to invite people, and therefore that can be duplicated in your team.
Brilliant. So for the brand new people, I know we've got people on here literally that have joined today and haven't done their fast start yet. So a lot of the fast start training that we're going to do over the next couple of days, I'm talking Sarah, Laura, Renata, is exactly about that. It's about teaching you how to invite people the right way. okay, to have a look. And it sounds crazy because you'd think it's easy and these are people you know, but it's so easy to blow out everybody by giving them too much information, talking too much about the company and the products and all of that. So the ideal thing with an invite is all we're doing in the beginning is looking for people that are open enough to take a look. Does that make sense? So we're sort of filtering. So when Kate said she'd had quite a lot of negativity maybe and people not coming back to her and all of that, that may be because the question at the beginning wasn't quite the right question. So if you were literally to say to people you know, are you open enough to take a look at what I'm doing now from home? How many people do you think you'd say no to that? Because if they say no to that, they're telling you they're a closed-minded person and no one wants to be seen as a closed-minded person. So what we're trying to do is just give a little hook to get people to take a look. All right. So the invitation is super important. And I think when you're new, it's so tempting to go and start talking about gas and electric and broadband prices and to sort of assume that everybody wants to save money, because everybody does. But the minute you start talking about the services and things, they'll come up with all the reasons why they're already sorted or they can't be bothered or whatever. So we're trying to strip it down to that, much, much smaller than that. So the very first thing that we're going to get really good at and teach you all to be good at, and I'm still learning 15 years in, you know, so this is a business you never stop learning, is how to invite people. Yeah, so James, for example, who did really, really well early on in the business, I think, I mean, Jane supported him, so she'll know better than me, but a lot of what he did was really simple. And right from the beginning, it was just like, I've just started. Literally, it could be as simple as, I've got a great idea I want to run by you. How soon can I show, you know, how soon can we jump on the phone for 10 minutes? You know, literally, if you said that to people, you know, I've got a great idea I want to run by you, or I've just found out about an amazing way of making some money from home without sounding dodgy. So you got to be careful how you say that. You know, people might well want to take a listen. So if you're brand new, don't worry, we're going to go through all that on your getting started training. But if you're been in the business a while, remember that it's still about, you know, giving them a nice hook. Guys, if you can put your cameras on, I would really appreciate it, because there's a lot of just names on the screen. It makes it quite hard work for me to talk to just names. So please put your cameras on if you can. Doesn't matter if you're naked. Well, it does matter if you're naked, sorry, but unless you're naked, it doesn't matter about bad hair days or what you're wearing. If you're in bed with your pajamas on, that's completely fine. Thank you, guys. There's a few more faces and cameras. It's just much nicer and easier. Okay, lovely. So that's number one, is the invite, which is brilliant. And we're going to like teach you all of that. And if you're not sure about that, keep coming on these evenings, keep going back to the getting started trainings and things like that, because that's where you'll learn that. So what do you think number two is then? So you've invited them, you've found someone that's open enough to take a look. So what's the second thing we want to get really good at?
Hello?
Anybody?
I see.
Oh, I think that's Shamela's just bit background noise.
I see, that's me, yeah. Hello.
Hi, Shamela, how you doing? Nice to see you here.
You too, thank you. I'm good, thank you. How are you?
Yeah, I'm very well, thank you. Very well.
Yeah, so Sheila, based on like the question just had earlier, obviously after like the invitation stage, getting them to actually see the slides and the PowerPoint, just having like confidence in like what we sell. And yeah, just showing like not anyone like how like our product can benefit people, and yeah, and just having confidence and product knowledge.
Yeah, you're bang on, Shamela. So the second skill really is how to present it, isn't it, properly? Do you know what I mean? So the first one is the invitation. The second one is actually showing them what we do. And so it's learning to be really skilled at the presentation and be confident, and to you know, to be able to answer simple questions, to be able to handle objections and all of that stuff. And all of that comes through your supported appointments as a new partner in the beginning. So that's why it's really important as a brand new partner that you have somebody with you on your first 6 to 10 sign-ups, which you will all have. You'll have the offer of a mentor with you, because you'll hear them answer the questions, you know, talk through it confidently, and that's how you're going to learn. So the second skill is definitely being good at showing the presentation, show what we do. Again, those that are new in the business, you'll see how simple it is. The presentation is a video for 3 minutes, which pretty much explains everything that we do anyway, and then chatting someone through a simple quote. So it is really, really easy to learn that. And if you just do a few presentations within your first week or two, you are 100% going to get confident at that really quite quickly. So it's not difficult. Don't worry about it being overcomplicated. It's not. It's really simple. Laura, do you mind just unmuting yourself for a second? So
Yep,
Laura, you saw the presentation, didn't you, the other day when Liz and I ran through it with you?
Yeah.
Before you joined as a partner. Would you agree it's quite a simple process?
Yeah, very simple and comfortable and casual. Yeah, and it didn't feel formal in any way, which is nice, I think. But yeah, it was good.
That's really good, actually. So that I would say the skill is to be able to present in a comfortable and informal way. So thank you, Laura, for saying that. No, it's true though, isn't it? So that the person who's going doesn't feel like you're putting pressure on them in any way. You know, you're just basically there to do what's right for the customer. And if you learn to do it like that, you will get good sign-up ratio, and you'll also get lots of referrals because they'll want to put you in touch with other people. So that's amazing. The other part of that second phase is not just the presenting, but it's also the following up. Okay, so maybe follow-up could even be the third skill. But I think when you've done a presentation, if people don't join straight away for whatever reason, it's making sure you get good at the follow-up. Yeah, so you know, you're just touching base back with people. I know the timing wasn't right last time, but would it be okay if we stay in touch? You know, blah, blah, blah. That's definitely part of that. So the third key skill for building a big business with us, anyone got any ideas? If it's not follow-up, so follow-up sort of comes
making sure you add to your list every day.
That sort of comes before, actually. So that is a skill, Annette, again, but that's almost like before the invite. You know, that's like right back at the beginning almost, isn't it? I mean, there's more than 4. So I'm just looking for 4 particular ones that I'm thinking about tonight. But you're absolutely right. Adding to your list and building your list is a skill.
Referrals, asking for referrals.
Yeah, it could definitely be referrals is another really good one. Again, that isn't the one I've got written down, but referrals is a good one, definitely.
Fast start training.
Okay, so just before that, so before you start a fast start training, Nikki, what do you have to do with them first?
Reply to emails and put it out there, I think. Is that right or not?
Well, sort of. So basically, so you've done your invitation, you've done your presentation. What comes after the presentation?
Sign up.
Yes, thank you.
Yeah.
As simple as that. It's
sorry.
actually sort of,
I'm so sorry.
I hate don't sorry. There is no wrong answers tonight because it's all everything you're saying is bang on. But so you jumped to get the step, hadn't you? You were trying to get them going, which is brilliant. You were trying to get your new partner going. So the sign up. So actually, I've put recruit because obviously we're thinking about building the team as well as signing up customers. So the third skill really is to build your team. It's to recruit, or it could be to sign up. And that you're exactly right. I suppose closing is the sort of horrible salesy term for it, but that's sort of what I was thinking of along those lines. So we've got invite, present, which includes following up, and then obviously closing. All right, so recruiting them, I've put recruit or sign up as a customer. And then the fourth thing, so how do we escalate or how do we scale up our businesses moving forward after those 3 things? What's the next step? Nikki, you nearly had it then. You did have it, but how else could you phrase that?
What was it, the fast start?
So what does the fast start do?
It basically tells you about what you do and how you go about building your business.
Perfect. So step 4 is just teach other people to do this, to do step 1, 2, 3. Yeah, Leanne.
I'm really hot now because I was like, oh my God, and I do it every day, and I'm just like, what just happened?
So if you imagine, step 1 is get skilled up to invite. So 1 is invite, 2 is present, 3 is sign up, and 4 is just teach other people to do the same thing. If you strip it right back, that is all we do. Okay, so we're inviting people to take a look. We're showing them what we do. We're following up and either signing up or not, or they go in the follow-up list. And then the step 4 is literally rinse and repeat. So to build a massive business in UW or in any business like ours, it's literally to duplicate. As Annette said, the word duplication is really, really key. It's teaching other people to do those first 3 steps. And when you say it like that, it's really simple. It sounds really simple, doesn't it? And I always say we overcomplicate things, because I think we definitely do. As human beings, we definitely overcomplicate this process. Okay, has anyone got anything to throw in, or any questions about any of that, or anything to add? Please feel free to unmute yourselves or stick it in the chat and just have a quick look at the chat. There's lots in the chat, but I don't know what it is. I think people have just been contributing.
Get good at telling your story.
Brilliant, Kate. Absolutely brilliant. Get good at telling your story. So again, for the new people, that will be part of your training that you go on, your very first training. And actually, Kate, that is all part of the invite, isn't it? So by telling your story to other people and why you've joined, that is one of the ways you are going to invite them to take a look. Because if you say to most people in the country at the moment, I've just found out a really good way of helping people and being able to work flexibly from home on my own terms and earn some good money. What do you think most people would say? Hello?
Too good to be true.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
They're at least going to be intrigued enough to know what you're doing, won't they? Do you know what I mean? They'll at least be intrigued enough to take a look. Yeah. And that is the big thing. All we're trying to do is like hook people in. That sounds horrible, but it's not like that. But just to at least get them to have a look. Because the sad thing is, most people, yes, explain your why. Not most people, a lot of people, because they're not asked or invited in the correct way, they say no before they even know what they're saying no to. And that's why I think it's so important for us to spend time to learn correctly how to invite people to take a look. Because it's not just about you and your business, it's actually not giving them the opportunity to have the chance to do something that is potentially a life-changing business. Because if you've said the wrong thing to them and you've just talked about saving money on their gas and electric, and they go, oh, it's all right, I'm already on a fixed contract, or I can't be bothered to switch, or blah, blah, blah. You haven't been able to show them that it's much more than just being able to save a bit of money on their gas and electricity. This business is much more than that. So it's our responsibility to make sure we invite people in a way that gives them the opportunity to see it properly. Does that make any sort of sense? It sort of makes sense to me, but who knows?
Yes, and also when have your story ready when somebody says, what do you do?
Fantastic. Yeah, again, Kate, that's brilliant. So we teach you to ask lots of questions, don't we, to other people that you meet when you're out and about, to be interested in everyone. Because if you are interested in other people, hopefully they're going to be interested back in you. All right. So when you start saying to people that you haven't seen for a while, what are you up to these days? And, just general chit chat, and you're actually caring and you listen to their answers and you're interested in them, hopefully at some point they're going to come back to you and say, what are you up to? And that gives you the opportunity to not say, oh, I help people save money on their utilities with Utility Warehouse. That's not what you're going to say. What you're going to say then is, well, I'm Sarah, I'm just using you because I can just see you now. And this might not be your story, but we'll go for it anyway. So you could say something along the lines of, so I've been at home for the last couple of years. Since I've had the kids, they're quite young still, they're just starting school now. Obviously, I've been helping James with his cars and his business, but I really wanted to find something a little bit for myself, earn a bit of my own money, but realized I still had to be really flexible because of the kids. So I've decided to join this company. It's all about helping people save money. I'm really excited about it, actually. And could I show you how it works? Because you might like it too. Something really simple like that. Because people that know you will be intrigued enough to want to have a look, but they won't be intrigued enough if you start telling everybody from day one what it is you're doing, because then they'll make assumptions. So Laura, Sarah, Renata, all the new people on here, as part of this early training, we sort of teach you to construct that story a little bit. All right. So we teach you how to be ready when someone says, what do you do? Kate, that was brilliant input. Thank you. And so you're ready to tell them, but you don't tell them you're working for a utility company, because that would sound really boring. So you tell them what it is you're hoping to achieve from it, and that will be much better. And then you're just repeating that and teaching other people to do the same thing. Okay, anybody else got anything they want to contribute, add, or ask to that? Hello, Jack. I see Jack's just joined us. He's in the room. Jack's been supporting partners on appointments. How are you getting on, Jack, tonight? How's it gone?
We've had a few good appointments, actually, to be honest. They're both coming back. They both one guy had to get information from his wife who was on holiday and pays the bills. But yeah, and another one, he's going to come back tomorrow. So it's very good. And I did an appointment myself. So it's all gone very well.
Well done, Jack. So Jack's been supporting his new team members tonight. So he sent me an apology message saying he wouldn't be here at the start of the meeting because he was supporting a partner. So I did say that was a very good reason not to be here. So well done. Well done. That's great. Okay, so we've just been talking about the 4 top skills. We've been talking about learning to invite correctly for people to look at the business, how to do the presentation, and keep following up with people when they're a no. Remember, with us, it's not a no, it's a no for now. And it is a numbers game. I hate to say that because every single person we show is a human being and they're an individual. However, the person that shows the presentation the most wins. It is as simple as that. So the more people you get in front of with the presentation, the more people you'll sign up, the more money you'll make, the bigger your team, etc., etc. And that is definitely a fact. So those people that are smashing it and, you know, qualifying for everything and getting all the incentives and everything else, they are just purely showing more people than those that aren't. And someone mentioned consistency earlier. I think it was Nikki. And, you know, consistency is absolutely the key to success in our business. So it's not about how much you can do in week 1. It's how little can you do in week 1, but do the same every week for the rest of the time going forwards. Because it's about working out what fits into your life and then keeping going. And I've always said, everyone gets bored of me saying this, but I will say it till it's my last words. If you want to build a really good business with UW, then show at least 3 new people a week, every week. And, you know, really look back over your last couple of weeks. Those who've been in the business for a while, have you done a one-to-one with at least 3 people? If you have, then well done. And if you've done a one-to-one with at least 3 people a week for the last 4 weeks, but you haven't yet signed anyone up for whatever reason, guess what? Do 3 people next week and you'll probably get 3 sign-ups, because it literally is like that. It is a ratio. It is a numbers game. And all we're doing is building the list, showing people. Now, I sort of thought I was going to change my goal because I've told you all that I've been doing 3 people a week. And that's a bit of a lie, really, because probably in the last week, with supported appointments as well, I've probably shown 12 to 15 people. So very often it's 3 a day. But I'm about to go away for a week and then another week and blah, blah, blah. So what you've got to do is just, you know, make sure this fits in around your life. That's the whole point of the business. So some weeks and months, you're obviously going to do more than others. But if you can keep that 3 as a minimum, you know, so you sort of pace that out over time, then that is definitely going to help you. Now, if you're thinking, I haven't got 3 people a week to show, or where am I going to find those 3 people? Then that's where we need to work on your list, building your network, your social media, output, or whatever else you're doing. Because actually, we've all got 3 people. So I posted this in the group the other day. I started working through my phone A to Z the other day. And it's actually a really fun thing to do. So if you're just at home and you're thinking, who can I speak to about the business? Or I haven't got anyone on my list, or I haven't got any appointments, just pick up your phone. I just went into WhatsApp and obviously it lists all your contacts. I have got thousands in my phone because over the last 15 years, I've saved everybody. And some of them, I don't know who they are. I haven't got a clue. So, you know, if I did know, I've just basically left a different voice note or a different message for everybody, just working through. Some of them looked at the business years ago. I haven't been in contact for a long time. Some of them are friends. Some of them are team members. Some of them might be you. I might have left you a message this week. But you know, that's all fine. But if you just make it that you're going to contact every single person in your phone and reconnect, ask, invite, whatever you're doing, you will definitely have 3 appointments in your diary in the next week if you do that. And most, you know, some people say I haven't got many on my phone. If you're on an iPhone, just go to contact, scroll to the bottom and see how many you've got in there, because you'll be amazed how many people you have actually got in your phone. Okay, anyone got anything to ask or add about that before we move on a little bit and just chat about goals? Yes, Jack, go for it.
Yeah, I'll mute myself. Can't tell if I'm on mute.
No, you're unmuted. I can hear you.
Oh. I'm not a technical wizard. One thing I've done recently, I've had a good run with customers this month, and the biggest thing for me has been I've asked every customer that signed up. I said, "Would you mind putting a Facebook status on, just as simple as thanks to Jack for saving me some money. Get in touch with him." And I say to them, if anyone signs up, and especially they're a homeowner, I'll put you down as a referral just from seeing your Facebook status, and you'll get £50 off their bill, and that works really well.
Amazing. No, top tip. Amazing, Jack. That's absolutely brilliant. So yeah, so reaching out to people, asking sometimes for help, isn't it? You know, we don't always do that, but that's fabulous. Jack, just tell us your story. So how long have you been in the business?
17 months, I think.
And what do you do outside of this?
So I build helicopters. I was working shifts and overtime. I've always worked shifts, and I've always done overtime and on weekends, and I didn't like it. And I met the wonderful Jodie, and she introduced me to being a partner then. And I was like, I know this sounds really cliche, I know it does, but I was like, I don't even know what to do. But I soon learned it, and I come to every team meeting, I come to the buzzes, and I learn a lot, and it's gone really well. And I literally, one day I sent out 120 messages just by going through my phone. So that's what I do. I literally do something every day. Every single day I do something, and it's paying off.
It is paying off because we're not on the recognition slot yet, but I've just got the figures up on my phone here. And Jack is our top customer gatherer so far in September, and we are on the last day. So well done, Jack, with 9 personal customers signed up. He's also second for recruiting with 7 partners. So absolutely amazing, Jack. So really, really well done. And as you said, it's just a case of really keeping going. I was just looking, and you've also been supporting well as well. So really well done. And Jack, what have you qualified for so far in terms of Christmas incentive?
I've got the calendar. I've got what's the other one? The voucher, the level 2 one.
Okay, so you got level 2 already. So how many points was that?
I can tell you
it's
right
25,
now.
I can tell you 25 points and 2 partners. And that is a turkey with all the trimmings delivered to your door and £250 worth of Love to Shop vouchers. So Jack, that's brilliant, because we're only in month one. So those that have just joined, that is an incentive that goes on till the end of November. So you've all got time to get in that. And I'm just to show you what's possible. Jack's done level 1 and level 2 in, just in September since the 7th. So well done, Jack. It's absolutely awesome. Brilliant.
It's all achievable. It is all achievable. We did it last year. It is definitely all achievable.
Absolutely. So completely fantastic. So well done. Right. Okay. So just very quickly, we're going on. It's already 20 to 9, so we're not going to keep you all for hours and hours. But I just promised to talk a little bit about goals tonight, because we've still got the whole of October, the whole of November, and the whole of December to go before we get to the end of the year. Now, some of you may be smashing your goals that you set in January with our company, and you're like right on there, or you've excelled it. Some of you may not have done quite what you thought you were going to do. And it's a really good idea at the end of every month to just have a bit of a reset and set your goals for the next month. Now, for those that have just joined, there is a very obvious goal for you in your first 30 days, which we'll talk about when you're getting started. But basically, it's 6 customers, 1 team member, and you get a £500 bonus, right, if you do that in your first 30 days. So I will talk to you about that tomorrow. But when we're doing goal setting, this might be something that some of you have done a lot of. It might be something you've never done before at all. And the importance of setting goals is really huge, actually, because if you just go through life being reactive to everything that happens to you, you may end up in a place where you feel like you could have done more, you could have had more, you could have seen more, you could have been a better, whatever it is. And that can be shifted so easily by just setting some goals. Personally, I was quite lucky because I came from an equestrian competitive background, and I didn't realise at the time, but I've been setting goals since I was 6 years old with what I was going to do with the pony and what competition I was going to go to and what I had to achieve and all of that stuff. So I didn't realise that's what I was doing. But some people do it naturally and have done it all their life, but others haven't. And this is an opportunity really to really shake things up. So I will talk about there's 3 things, 3 sort of different sections, if you like, when you're goal setting. So if you have got pen and paper with you, or even if you're on your phone, you want to pop it in your phone, whatever, I'm going to just chat to you really. We're not going to go into a heavy session tonight. This is just to sort of open your minds a little bit to the power of goal setting. And then it goes into another level when you're talking about law of attraction and stuff, which I 100% believe in, because I proved so many times that you can attract things to you. But to start with, we're just going to talk about goals. So the first thing is, what would you like to be? So the first section of goal setting is, what would you like to be? Now, this could be, I'm just going to give you some examples. If you're thinking about our business, it could be like Jack's working towards senior team leader. He could put, I want to be a senior team leader. You know, if you're in the business, I want to be a team leader. That's a very specific business goal. But it could be, I want to be thinner. I want to be healthier. I want to be fitter. I want to be a better mum. That always goes down. So I always say I want to be a better mum, whatever that means. I want to be a great leader. I want to be someone that other people find inspiring. I want to be a better gardener. I want to be whatever. It can be anything, but just think about, what would you like to be? Because actually the B's are probably the most important, yet the things that we often leave down our list, because it's about you as a person. And actually to achieve those things, it's not just sort of earning money and ticking off a list. It takes a little bit more personal investment to change that. I'm always saying I want to be thinner, but how invested am I in it really? Because if I was that invested in it, why do I keep drinking wine and eating chocolate? You know, I don't know, but you know, it's always going to be on my list. And then you have to think deeper than that. So I don't just want to be thinner. I want to be healthier. Why do I want to be healthier? Because I want to live longer, because I want to enjoy my residual income for as long as I can. I've always said this to a few of my friends, what's the point in building an amazing passive income so you're going to have all the time and money you could ever need in the future, and then not looking after your health, so that you end up in a time when you've got all this money and all this time, but you're not well enough to enjoy it? Does that make sense? Can you imagine that, how frustrating that would be? So it's trying to connect on a sort of deeper level with why you want to be that. You know, you could say, I want to be a better mum. Or why do you want to be a better mum? Is it because you just want to not have so much guilt from the fact that you think you're not very good? Or is it because you actually want your children to aspire to being the best they can be and whatever they want? So it gets quite heavy, and I don't want to get too heavy tonight, but it's a really, really good thing to think about. For example, if you were going to say, like Jack's, that I want to be retired at 50, that's amazing, you know, and there's so many things you can connect with that as to why that would be a good thing. If you're going to say, I want to be a group leader in the business, or I want to be a, you know, senior group leader, I could say I want to be a national network leader. Why do I? It's not about the title, it's about what you achieve along the way, isn't it? It's about what that allows you to do. So it's a really, really clever thing, and it's really good to write some stuff down, because that will help you write your story, and it will help you decide on your why you're doing the business. So that's section number one. Section number two is, what would you like to do? So in this, I always put travel in this. So what would you like to do, or where would you like to go? So if there's stuff you physically want to do that you haven't yet done in your life, write it down. Please write it down. There's so much power in writing stuff down. So it could be, I want to go to Africa. I want to go on a safari. I want to climb a mountain. I want to swim wild water. I want to swim in the sea in wherever. I want to go skiing. I want to cycle wherever, whatever. There's so many things it could be. But is there stuff, if someone said to you, you've got 1 month left to live. I know this sounds all a bit morbid, but let's not be morbid. Graham and I know why we're talking about this today. You know, if someone said to you, you know, you're healthy, you're fit, you're well, but you've got 1 month left to do all the things that you want to do, what would you do? What are the things on your bucket list that you would like to do? It might be, I want to take the kids on safari. I want to don't feed them to the lions, though, do you? Because that's wrong. I want to, you know, on my list is, I want to take the kids to New Zealand, you know, and travel around in a camper van. I know Kate and Matt are going to New Zealand next year. But do I really want to? Because it's been on my list for a long time, but I haven't yet made it happen. And sometimes you write all this stuff down, and then you can actually start to filter it and get to your top 3 things that you really want. So the idea is that you're going to end up with 3 clear things in each section that are the things that really matter most to you. So you keep swapping it out, if you like. You say, right, if I could do one of these 2, which would it be? If I could do one of these two, which would it be? And you keep doing that until you end up with 3 clear goals in each area. That's not to say you can't do all the other things. That just means that they're your priorities and they're the things you're going to work towards. And the other section, which is the more materialistic one, which actually is almost easier in a way, is what do you want to have? So what do you want to have is, it could be, I want a new toaster. I want a wood burner for my lounge. I want a new car. I want a new wardrobe. I want. So this is stuff that it probably everyone will find the easiest, because I bet you, if someone said to you, you've just won the lottery, you wouldn't immediately think, I want to be fitter and healthier. You would immediately think, I'm going to buy a new house and I'm going to buy a new car and I'm going to have all this stuff. That's probably what you would think. So the haves are probably the easiest, but maybe the less important. I don't know. It depends on where you are. Does that make any sort of sense to anyone? Because it's all a bit deep, isn't it, on a Monday night? And we've got these new partners here thinking, oh my God, I'm not coming back on another Monday night. What the hell? But I just want to encourage you to dream a bit and to believe a bit and to think outside whatever your life feels like now. It doesn't have to be like that. It can be bigger and it can be more fulfilled if you choose to make it. And then it comes back to what you're going to do about that. So, but that's a story for another day. Because if you can build a time freedom business, if you can build income now, that supplements what you're doing now, and then over time build yourself a passive income stream that gives you time and money, that does make all of those things a lot more possible. But with the have stuff, this can be possible a lot quicker. So for the new people, if you had to, whittle it down, what 3 things would you like to have in a month's time with some extra money coming in from this business? So have you real stuff that you on your list that you'd really like to tick off? For some people, it could be that I just want to pay off the credit card bills. I just want to be able to pay the bills without feeling stressed. It could be as simple as that. It might be, though, that you've always wanted. So now we're coming into Christmas time. I hate to mention it, everyone, sorry. But maybe, there's stuff that you would like to be able to give to other people this year that you've never been able to give to other people before. And that sort of comes under have as well, doesn't it? Because it's like, what could I buy? Okay, would anyone like to share any goal at all that sprung to mind with me waffling on like I just have, that maybe they hadn't really thought of before? Or even if they have, anyone got anything that they've just written down that they feel like they want to share? Anyone at all?
I do.
I'll give you a bit of a laugh.
Go on, Annette, and then Nikki. Okay, go on, Annette.
I'll give you a bit of a laugh first, looking at how rough I look. I'd like a facelift. But then
I just choked on my water. Oh, Annette, you don't need a facelift. You're gorgeous.
A new camper van.
A facelift and a camper van. Which is first? Which is your priority?
Oh, camper van.
I love that. Brilliant. We'll give you a little facelift in Mallorca next weekend, all right? We'll do a little home facelift. We'll sort it out somehow. But a camper van. Let's have a camper van. That's fine.
We have a camper van. It's gonna be yellow.
Oh, there we are. They write it down exactly, draw it, picture it, visualize it, get all the detail down, and then you will have it. I know you will, because you're bloody brilliant. Nikki, what did you want to share?
I want to buy my daughter her own salon for a beauty business that she's starting up.
Wow, that is amazing. What a goal that is. And yeah, kids are great for driving us as well, aren't they? You'll often do more for them than you do for yourself. So that's great. Yeah. So put that out there, Nikki, because when I was looking for a house, or no, whenever anyone's ever asked me to goal set, ever, like since I joined the business 15 years, I always used to say, I want to own a house in a beautiful place in the countryside with land, stables, and a lake. Okay, this is bizarre, but I used to say that. And then over the time, what I realized was I didn't need to own it. What I wanted to do was live in it. Okay, because I wasn't a homeowner. My financial situation when I joined this business was a mess, and my credit rating is still not brilliant from back then. I'll be completely honest with you all. And actually, to go from naught at the age of 41 to being able to buy that house that I was talking about would be, you know, we all know, hundreds of thousands of pounds, and it would have been ridiculous. What I didn't realize was, because I kept writing that down, I was sort of setting that as a goal. And I am a great believer in the law of attraction, and some of you will have been here and you know where I live, and you know it's not perfect, but it's very close to what I asked for. And what happened was, when I had to move house 2.5 years ago from where we were renting, is basically I ended up living where I live now, which was pretty much exactly what I was asking for. Wow. But I don't own it, I rent it. Okay, so I didn't buy it, but I didn't need to buy it. I wanted to live in it. So when you're doing buy your salon for your daughter, you might not need to buy it. If that's a big stretch, what you want to do is really visualize how you want to help us set up the business. Does that make sense? And
yes,
you know,
absolutely. And also, I'm also a great believer in the law of attraction too. Yes. I do the meditation on it as well, which is amazing.
Yes.
And I have done meditation for the last month, and I've noticed a lot of differences already.
There we go. Well, that's about what we feed our mind, isn't it? Because if you, you know, if you say you can or you say you can't, you're probably right. We've all heard that. And and so, you know, with this business, it is about staying in association with the people that are succeeding and doing well, and keep believing that you can, because if you can, you will. All right. And it's as simple as that. So that's brilliant. Anyone else got anything they'd like to share?
I'd just like to be free to decide how I spend every day, to be honest. I'm done with being employed.
That's so powerful, Laura, and it's so that is achievable. You know, it really is achievable. And you know, it might not be this week or next week, and you know, we'll talk about that tomorrow. We need to work out what that means in terms of finances. But if you follow a clear plan with this business and you build it properly, you absolutely will do that. You know, and you know, that's where I am now, and I want everyone to have it, because I can't imagine anything worse than having to go to a job. Sorry, those that have got jobs, I might love them, but I literally couldn't think of anything worse.
Yeah, I feel sorry.
Go on. Who was that? Sorry, someone was talking then, but I talked over them, so apologies. Yeah, that is so powerful. And you know, I know, like Jack's talking about retiring. I know Jodie always talks about retiring early. You know, being able to dig your way out of whatever situation it is you're in at the moment that is not making you happy is really powerful. And we do have a saying in our business, which I thought about today, which we don't always keep saying enough of, is don't wait till you're thirsty to start digging your well. So what that means with us is, you know, how long could you last and survive financially in your life now if you couldn't work for 3 months? God forbid you have an accident, or you're ill, or, you know, something happens to a loved member that you have to look after. Yeah, how long could you survive? Because for many, many people in the country, it would be less than a month. They don't have any savings. They don't have any backup. They don't have any way of providing an income other than their job. And that's a very precarious place to be. And that's why we say don't wait till you're thirsty to start digging your well. So we need to show people that they can be digging their well and building their financial safety net while still doing the job. You know, not everyone's going to be able to give up the job like that, but you can keep working, but you can be digging your way out as you go along and earning some really nice money along the way as well. You know, that will make things a lot easier. So that's really powerful. Okay, thanks everyone. Amazing, great contributions. Thank you very much. We've got 7 minutes left. So I'm just going to quickly run through a little bit of recognition, which we do every Monday night. But obviously, we are at the end of the month. I'm just having a quick look to see who's on. I am recording. That's fine. I nearly said I forgot to record. That's fine. So if you're watching this on catch up and you're watching the meeting because you couldn't make it tonight, and you're mentioned tonight, you know, on the recognition, then really, really well done. I can't call everybody out. We've had a great month, actually, September. I think we've had over 160 new customers as a team and over 100 new partners. So well done, everybody. That's a pretty impressive month. So absolutely fantastic. So we've had 4 new future team leaders so far in September. So massive round of applause and well done to Catherine, Odinaka, Laura Cooper and Ruben. So really well done, guys. So future team leaders, an important stepping stone on the way to team leader, which is sort of the main building block really, but there's some steps before that. We've had the following people get to senior qualified distributors. So that's Aberlade, Odinaka, SPD, Catherine, Oyi, and Beatrice. Oh, and Henry. Oh, Henry, you're on here this evening. Well done, Henry. I saw you come in a minute ago. So well done to everybody that's got to senior qualified distributor in September. And then qualified distributor star. And for many of these, this was in time to get their £500 bonus. Catherine again. So Catherine's had a really good month. She got to QD, QD star, SQD, and FTL in September. That's pretty good going. Then QD stars, we've got Catherine, Godwin, Amy, well done, Amy, if you're on here, Odinaka, as well, so QD star, so really well done. And then we had Roxy get to team leader so far in September, so really well done to Roxy as well. I'm saying so far, there's still appointments going on this evening, so things are still happening. So top customer gatherers, I've already mentioned, top customer gatherer was Jack. Well done, Jack, with 9 customers so far. Catherine and Amy, both on 6, which is brilliant. Edward and Simon on 4. Well done, Simon. I know you're here somewhere this evening. I saw you come in. And then we've got Ugoni, another Ruben, Lanray, Rachel, Yvette. Well done, Yvette. And Lisa, all lots. Dunson, Abina, Larissa, and Marianne, all on 3 customers so far this month. So well done, guys. That's really, really good. Then recruitment, we have Ruben, who's in top slot with 8 new partners. Well done, Ruben. I know he's not here because he's out signing up customers tonight because he's he's got a few more to get to TL and he's going for it. Jack and myself and Marie Chilcott all have brought in 7 partners so far in September. So well done, guys. And then we've got Liz and Jodie on 4 partners, and loads of people have brought in 1, 2, 3. Supported appointments. Just to prove to you all, I have been working hard this month. I'm in the lead. Supported appointments with 17 successful supported appointments so far this month. And then Ruben's on 14, Lanray on 11, Jane on 7, and loads more below that. So listen, well done. Absolutely fantastic. And just a few things then. I've got a few dates for you all. Got 4 minutes to go. Success in the Sun seminar. That's a mouthful, isn't it, this time of night? Is this weekend, next weekend in Mallorca. So I've been running that now. This is our 3rd year, and we pick a date, basically. We pick a venue, and whoever wants to come comes along. So there's a few of us going out. Just wave if you're going to Mallorca this weekend. I know there's a few of you on here. Can't wait. So we have chosen a date for next year. This is just a date for your diary at the moment. No details needed. But if you fancy some sunshine, a lot of fun, and a little bit of learning next year, we are going to go to Rhodes to see Jane, who lives in Rhodes, on Saturday, June the 6th. Okay, so Saturday, June the 6th, we are going to be having a seminar in Rhodes. How cool is that? And I will be posting details about the hotels and flights and all of that sort of stuff over the next week or so. Julie, it's your birthday. Fantastic. We've got to come. You can, by the way, partners, kids, you know, anyone you want to bring along are more than welcome. The actual seminar is only like 2.5 hours long, but we treat it as a holiday, basically, and we all have a lot of fun around that. So please feel free. Anyone just in the diary, I'll let you all know about it. UW Live and Kicking. Make sure you're on that Facebook group. Make sure you're looking for the events coming up. This weekend in Birmingham, Mel and Chris Williams, just wave at everyone, Mel, are having a fabulous event in Birmingham. So if you're in that area, make sure you get booked on and go along to that. Our first one in Somerset is the 26th of October. Yes, Chris, of course it's tax deductible. It's a business trip. Of course, we're working hard. Flights, hotels, it's a seminar. As long as you get an invoice and you've been there working while you're out there, then yes, absolutely it is. Another date for your diary, January the 11th, Saturday, January the 11th, is our Somerset kickoff. Now, while it's in Somerset, I'd love as many of the team as possible to come. It's a free event. There's lots of cheap accommodation down here, very close to the venue. So that's Saturday, January the 11th. It's an afternoon event, and then we are going to go for a meal or something after that. Big event, Power Up, last weekend in April in Telford. Sorry to bombard you new people. I just there's a few key events. I just want to give you some dates. So if you can just get these penciled out, don't worry about what they are too much at the moment. But last weekend in April, Telford, that is the company's big national seminar. that they put on every year. You don't have to go both days. You can pick which day you go. So 27th of April. It's where they do announcements, new services and things come out, recognition. We hear from the directors about their views, top tips. It's amazing. Who was at Ignite? Just wave to me who was at Ignite, our recent event. Was it awesome?
Absolutely fantastic.
It was absolutely amazing. I loved every bit of it.
Getting to a big event will absolutely, completely make your... Yvette, where are you? Do you mind unmuting yourself for a minute?
Hi.
Hello, Yvette. You were at Ignite, I know. It was lovely to see you then. How have you felt since you've been back from that event?
Definitely a lot more inspired. And because of it, I've really been, I think this month has been my best month so far. And I have to say it's
well done.
Well done. And I noticed you did your customer that you needed as well. So I'm so proud of you. So absolutely fantastic. Well done about this. Amazing. Okay, so tomorrow I'm going to draw 3 people out of the hat of all the people that have signed up customers or partners since whatever date it was I started the challenge. I just need to work it out. And 3 people who I pick out will be getting me for a couple of hours and a meal and a planning session on how to build your business, just help you forward. So I'm going to publish that tomorrow. But from next month, or for next month, from October, anybody in the team who signs up a customer, a partner, or supports a partner on a successful appointment, or gets any promotion, I'm going to work out a little points chart for you all. And the top achievers, the top 3 achievers, will get a meal out with me announced at the end of October. Okay, so a meal with me basically means I buy you dinner. We talk about how we can push your business forwards, but we also have a chat. It's not all going to be work. It'll be fun, but it will help. All right, so just to let you all know that, and we will start tracking that from tomorrow. Okay, we're 1 minute past 9. Oh my goodness, so sorry everybody. Has anyone got any questions or anything they need to throw into the mix before we wrap up? Anybody at all? No, we all good? So next Monday evening, Jane has very kindly offered to host the meeting for us because I'm going to be, or a few of us are going to be, away in Mallorca. So next Monday night, same link. Okay, 8 o'clock, 8 till 9. Jane's going to host the meeting, and I'm sure she'll put some ideas or if you've got anything you particularly want her to cover, then just reach out to her. But if not, have an amazing week. I'm sure we'll be sending you photos from our Success in the Sun seminar next weekend and some top tips. But looking forward to catching up with some of you over the next couple of days, some fast start meetings and things going on and helping you get going. But have an amazing rest of the night, everyone, and I'll catch up with you.
Thank you, Celia.
All right,
Thank you,
take care.
Celia. Bye, everyone. Enjoy the rest of the
Bye,
weekend.
guys. Bye.